Camera recording started.
Kind of like run me by what happened, because I wasn't there. Did you
Right.
guys like call? Did somebody go over there initially?
Yeah. Well, me and Ray were working on our sprinkler systems at the city park there on Seventh Street. So we're doing our stuff, and we see this little blue teal car sitting in the parking lot in the park in that park. So I could hear him yelling something, and we get people that are passing through or whatever. They'll say, "Hey, we need to ask a question or something." So I go to ask him, "Hey, what's going on, Jackson?" So I go to ask him a question, like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he's like, right away, "What are you doing
Mm-hmm.
doing that when you need to be over there doing this, working on that skate park?"
Okay, so what words was he using? Like motherfucker,
Yeah,
fucker?
motherfucker, what are you motherfuckers doing over
Okay.
here doing this when you need to be over there working on that fucking skate park and this and that? And I said, "You know what, dude, you need to leave. Go on." And we went back to what we were doing. And what, 15 minutes later?
Not even.
10,
Shortly
15
after.
minutes later, he comes back with a woman. Now they had their phones out.
Okay, so they were recording.
Yeah,
She was.
Yeah, she was recording.
So they weren't recording initially, but once
Yeah.
they came back the second time, they were recording.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
So we're at the pavilion, the little pavilion, the picnic area where the tables are on the south side of the park. So they both start walking to us on the sidewalk. And I clearly told them, I said, "No, we're not doing this. You guys need to leave. We're working. We don't need to be doing this." And then they go into the whole, "You guys need to do this and you need to do that." And about 6 months ago, we had an issue with him that he came up and he was telling him, and I'll let you tell that story.
Well, I was kind of in the same area on the south side of City Park. He was running the tractor, spraying, and I've dealt with him before every year for the last 4 years, just for a little history. And he comes up in a fight, SUV with another man, and he starts yelling at me. He said, "Why are you doing that? You should be fixing the skate park." He's got this thing about the skate park. And I told him, "Kevin, we're just doing our job. We're making everything." I turned off the blower. I was blowing off with the leaf blower. I turned it off. I went and talked to him. He stayed in his car. He wasn't cussing. He was belligerent, but he was yelling. I told him, "We're taking care of this." Now, we've talked about the skate park, I told him. And so he continued. So I just walked away, got the blower, continued. They left. So we have a history with this guy.
Yeah,
And that was last summer. And
Yeah.
then this summer, they pull up. It's escalating. It's staying in his car, but he's cussing. Next time they pull up, they come out of the car, and they're abusive.
Okay.
Go back though to that, because the first time when he was doing the blower and I was weed spraying.
Yeah.
He was yelling at Ray,
Yeah.
and then I intervened to find out
Yeah.
what was going on.
Yeah.
So I went over and I said, "Hey, what's going on?" And he's like, "You guys need to be fixing that over there. You guys don't need to be doing this stuff." And I walked him over there to the skate park and I said, "Explain to me what you're talking about. Explain to me what you're talking about." So we're sitting there and we're looking at this, and it's a seam. It's a seam in the skate ramp. It's a seam. How they put it together. Previous year, somebody put Bondo in it, tried to cover the seam and make it smooth. So we don't have any. Sersha does our yearly inspections, so we don't have any marks or checks against us on the skate park. So everything is safe by standards. So I'm talking to him about the seam, and I said, "Well, we're not gonna fix this because there's nothing wrong with it. But if you feel like you can fix something or do something, I will buy you a can. What do you need? What do you need to do this?" He's like, "You just put Bondo in it. Put Bondo in it." And I said, "What if I go buy you the Bondo kit? Are you willing to donate your time
Mm-hmm.
to fix this since you know what you're talking about?" "Oh yeah, man, that'd be awesome, bro. That'd be awesome, bro." So I went to the O'Reilly's And out of my own pocket, I bought him a Bondo kit, gave it to him. He's like, yeah, man, yeah, right on, man. And then we didn't see him for 6 months.
Okay.
So he came back just this week, and that's when everything started escalating. So that second time when he approached us, and I told him, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. And he had that can of Bondo in his hand. So he's like, here, go fucking fix that now, you motherfuckers. Go fix that shit. And I said, no. And he put it on the table, and I said, no, that belongs to you. I personally paid for that. You said you'd volunteer your time. You didn't do it. We don't care. But
Okay.
you're not gonna come up here and start accusing us and cussing and doing this shit. And I started getting loud with him.
Mm-hmm.
So they're over there calling us pedophiles and motherfuckers and you piece of shit. Look at you just sitting there on your fucking phone. You ain't doing fucking nothing. You guys don't do shit but smoke in the fucking parks. And he's like ranting and raving like that. And we told him several times, you guys need to leave. You need to fucking leave.
So for both you guys, kind of some weird questions. The things that he was saying, was that like alarming to you?
Well, the thing that alarmed me is that he's approached us
Okay.
like that, in that manner. Because my personal opinion, there's something wrong there because he's got an obsession with this park. And he doesn't skate on it. He doesn't do anything. He don't do any time over there. Like he has.
Where is this skate park?
So
It's the water park.
It's on the.
when you say
city
approaching
park.
you, was it like in an
On the
aggressive
ground,
manner?
Yeah, that's what-
Okay.
And he was getting close.
Okay.
And I had to tell him.
Like roughly like how close? Like
I know.
okay.
that close.
Okay.
And I had to tell him, back off.
Okay.
Back up, you know, like. But it was an aggressive manner.
Okay. Do you find that kind of stuff like annoying when he does that?
Well, it's.
Well, it's provoking speech and gestures.
In the past,
Yeah, so
we
that's
knew-
Peter
We
Russ.
knew at some point every year he's gonna ask us a question about that,
Mhm.
right? So we know that it's gonna come into play. He's gonna ask us. He's gonna stop. He's gonna say something, and we just kind of let it, bridge under the water. Just we try to appease him by doing the Bondo, and if he volunteers time and stuff like that. But now
Who's your guy?
he's involved in this good citizens group.
Mhm.
So this wasn't, to me, I feel like this wasn't,
No, no, that's not.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think it was, he was trying to put his foot in the door to try to get camera footage through the public. Like,
Mhm.
He's after you guys, he's the good citizens media is like really adamant about doing this stuff. So I feel like this incident was to video, I mean, to call somebody a pedophile, to call somebody, you guys make $80,000 a year and this and that. So it's like, okay, now you're so out of context of what that's how I felt.
So do you find it annoying?
Yeah, it's very annoying.
And the way he approached you was alarming?
Yeah.
Well,
It's
same with
one-
you?
It's one thing to sit in his car and yell at us. It's another thing to get out and approach us and get in our face.
Okay.
And disrupt what we're doing.
So
And demand us to do something.
another kind of really weird technical question. Did you guys feel like fear at any point? Like, and I'm not saying like fear that as if you're scared of him, but like, is this guy gonna do something? Is he gonna attack us?
And I will say this, when he was standing there, he had that Bondo can,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I watched him, and this is one point that I got ready, I'll say that, I got ready to defend myself, because I could see him with that can, and he, like, it was almost like he was ready to try to
Okay,
throw
so
it.
like a little bit of like, hey, what's this guy gonna do? Like,
Right.
is he gonna hit me?
Right.
Okay.
And that's because I watched him with that can, and you could see like he made a move.
So was this interaction primarily with you, or was it towards both of you?
It was towards both of us, but I was in the front line of
Okay. So for
We were about this distance.
it. Yeah.
They were apart. I was watching his wife, and I was trying to
He was
be
trying to call the
witness what was
cops.
going on if I need to step in. They were interacting, yelling at each other, and so at that time, I get my phone out and I start calling dispatch. Now I have it on record on my phone. I don't know what happened with my phone. I called 5 times. I kept on going and it got canceled every time. So then they're going at it and I got my phone out and I said, I'm gonna get my work phone and call dispatch. And I got my phone. I said, Kevin, I called the PD. They're on their way. And I hadn't really contacted them, but I have that at 5 times, 11:44 to 11:45. I tried to contact them. I tried to call them. I don't know if my phone. Now I could call them. Who knows? Probably my phone. So I told them, Kevin, PD's on their way. That's when they left.
They started walking away.
But his wife started getting abusive too. I'm there looking at my phone.
She was
called
antagonizing.
dispatch.
Yeah. So he was kind of like trying to almost. It felt like he was trying to incite something,
Yeah,
almost
he
like
definitely-
trying to start a fight or something
She
along those lines.
definitely was.
And
Okay.
she's there recording.
Yeah.
them and
Look
keeps
at
up
these
with
pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Look at these motherfuckers.
Mhm.
They don't do nothing.
Was she close to you, or was she staying
Yeah,
kind
she
of
was
far
right
away?
next to
She
him.
was-
She
she
was
was-
good.
Okay.
She was close.
She was, and I'm doing my best. I totally ignored her. I didn't interact with her. I mean, she's yelling. I remember you make comments. You look at these guys are lazy. That I remember. They make $70,000 a year. All they do is sit here, look at the condition of our swimming pool, and
Yeah, why didn't you
I
fix it
felt that
yourself?
she was trying to get something out of me. That was directed towards
Mhm.
me, because Brad was dealing with Kevin. Then she started with me. I totally ignored her.
Okay.
And I think that even upset her more. But then that's when I went on the
Right.
phone, told them I'm calling, they left.
Okay.
And he
Um,
called, and I told Brad I can't. And so he called dispatch for 911.
Yeah, I just
I called my
911.
supervisor, David Harriman, at the same time to report all this.
So then, just to reconfirm it one more time, you felt alarmed, like annoyed, like he was trying to incite something,
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and then for you, alarm, annoyed, felt like
Yeah,
he was trying to
they
incite
were
something.
trying to antagonize something. They were trying to antagonize something to try to get us to react in a way they can get it on camera.
And then for you, like, what was the reason why you felt alarmed by it? Was it because he had the Bondo can, or just how he approached you guys?
He
Or...
approached us, like I said, I've had history with him, and it's escalating.
Okay.
Yeah.
To, hey bro, good job. I talked to him, good, okay, we're fine. Next year, he's yelling at us from a vehicle. Now they're coming at us.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen next?
Okay.
So it's
So,
escalated
yeah.
from something simple, and it's escalated to where we gave him all the explanation we can give him. You know, we even went to the route of supplying. I bought it personally to supply him a kit
Mm-hmm.
that he said he would happily volunteer to do. So now it's like, yeah, it's
And now that we're working
wasn't
down at the
good.
city park, which we spend a lot of time down there, I always gotta be looking. Is he gonna
Yeah.
come up 8th Street again? Is he gonna ride on his bike? Is he gonna come with somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
So, in a way that.
yeah, we
we're-
gotta
we
watch
have to
for
be
him now.
conscious of what we're doing while we're
Yeah.
working.
We gotta watch him now. We gotta watch out for him now. So we can't freely just, be on the ground digging up a sprinkler or fixing a valve or something, and then you gotta look over your shoulder now because of the way he approached us and the way he was kind of going about this whole thing.
Mhm.
So it's
So basically, what I'm hearing, you had a severe case of harassment, if nothing else, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm just saying, this is a slam dunk type thing. So when you guys are out here, when Dave comes in today, if he comes in, I don't know if he is or not, okay? Run this by him too, if he's not aware of it, make
Yeah,
sure he's really aware of
He's
it.
aware of it.
So when you're out on scene, whether it's this park or that park, I don't care where you're at, you call us.
Yeah.
Just dial the regular dispatch number. We'll come out there while he's there, and we'll cite him for harassment, at very minimum, okay? Because you got provoking speeches and gestures, all this stuff that he's been going over, right? Getting in your face, I mean, it accomplishes all those things, it's covered under that, right? So at very minimum on that.
Right.
And we'll just get it rolling.
Yeah, well, I tried to call dispatch and my phone.
Do you have a block number?
I have 5 history, I called dispatch, I looked at my history 5 times and every time it was canceled.
Well, I'm just saying if by any chance you have a phone like my
Like,
PD phone
where your
is
number
blocked,
won't
so
come
you
up.
can't-
Excuse me.
Oh, I don't know.
So, I mean, that's a setting in your phone. If it is that way, then it won't go through over there.
No, it's,
Are you Ray?
Another
Right.
thing you
That's
guys can
Ray?
do,
Okay.
it's on the civil side, is you can go
That's
to the
Fred.
courts and get a restraining order, a protection order against them. I know it sounds petty, but that gives us more.
Oh, then we could put them in jail.
yeah,
Then we could click.
And
Right.
that's
yeah,
a good
I
idea.
didn't
Right.
get out my phone and I didn't even think, well, I gotta record this. I'm more concerned
You,
about,
you don't have to, you can
Yeah.
just go up, say we're city workers, we work in this area, he's come at us twice, verbally assaulting.
And
you
that's
know.
why I'm saying they need to run it by Dave, because it becomes
I
a
mean,
city issue. doesn't
With the
it?
can thing, that could be, you know,
Yeah,
menacing,
where-
but that's,
But you have, at very least, you have the
It-
harassment
it's-
thing, you can't do your job. Would it be a blanket for all city workers, or would it be just for you two?
Yeah.
And those are different things that would have to be discussed with Dave, see what I'm saying?
My camera's rolling, guys, by the way, just so everyone's too polite.
Oh, I'm not down that, but
Right.
I'm just,
But he does know.
Can you open a harassment CAD and just time me on that for right now?
or it's gonna be for city workers when you're doing that.
And Dave, I mean, not Dave, but, Kevin Shepherd, like, he gets into the Zoom meetings, and he interrupts Zoom meetings, and he comes in.
You don't have to tell me about, I know
Yeah,
enough
he
about
comes
Kevin,
into
so-
the office
Mhm.
over here, and he interrupts the front desk clerks, and now he's, like, doing what he did this time was, an approach,
Yeah.
like, it was a deliberate approach. So it's like, yeah, it's escalating beyond to where we're not comfortable with that.
yeah, here's my,
Yeah, that's what he
from
tried to call.
11:44 to 11:45, I called 5 times and I kept getting.
Is it your work phone or your
This
personal
is my
phone?
personal.
Okay.
Because I just grabbed this right away, because it's, and I was about to throw my phone, I've had history of my phone, sometimes I send stuff.
Mhm.
But now, I don't know, I have no explanation, but I tried to call, so I'm here with the phone watching Brad and Kevin, and I said, Kevin, I just called.
Can I ask how old you are? I
I'm
didn't.
70.
You're 70? Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
You're
48.
48.
So, and that's another thing, it's both times that I've been here and he wants to interact with him, I'm not gonna let him interact with him,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because he don't need to be in that position. So the second time, I was the one that took the verbally with him,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and tried to get him to leave, explained, you know, and we went over, I told him, I'm the one who bought you that Bondo, you're the one that, you know,
So you bought that Bondo with your personal money, not city money,
no,
stuff
he
like
never
that?
bought anything.
No,
He
you.
did.
Yeah, I did,
Personal money,
Yeah.
city money?
yeah, personal money.
Okay.
So, I reminded him of that again,
Okay.
like, you think you're gonna come over here with your camera and you're gonna try to do this, I'm the one that bought you that Bondo.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're not gonna sit here and tell us what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. And I told him, go back home and smoke your crack. I don't care what you guys do, but you're not gonna come over here and do this.
Alrighty.
So, right now, I'm gonna protect me and I'm gonna protect him standpoint. You know, no matter what if he comes and approaches us, we're gonna call the law, you know, and hopefully get it solved in that way, but I don't know what this guy's intentions are anymore. We have no idea what his intentions are.
He's probably just trying to get a reaction out of you guys because you work for the city of Waldenburg.
Well,
That's
that's the
probably
thing.
what I could.
That's the first
say.
time he's ever had somebody
Cameras.
record. So,
Yeah.
you know, to me, they're up to something.
And then, after that incident, he left, and they're calling us pedophiles and motherfuckers and all this other stuff, and they get in their car, and they go down the road. Well, this time I had already called, by the time they were leaving, and I was done talking with this guy, I got on the phone, I called 911, and they dispatched 2 officers over there to the park. So I'm explaining everything to them, and Dave Harriman, he came, Ray had got a hold of Dave Harriman, he pulls up, And then the guy on the bicycle, which the Kevin Shepherd, got on a bicycle and was circling around the two officers, me, Ray, and David Harris.
And this was a different time, or this
So
was?
this is
Same
shortly
time.
after. This
Okay, okay.
This
So
is
while
the
I'm
same event.
explaining, like, while me and Ray are explaining this stuff to the two officers and Dave, he's riding a bike around arrogantly, like staring at us, like a stare down type of thing. So he was pushing, you know what I'm saying? After all of that, he still continued to push for something. He was still pushing for something, because he would ride his bike right there, right in circles, and just stare at everybody and had like a smirk on his face. So he continued to try to antagonize something, even after the police were there.
Mm-hmm.
There was 2 police units, Dave Harriman's vehicle, and we're all standing there going over this, what happened, and he was riding his bike in circles. I'm talking
Just right by us.
right next to us.
Chief Finale and Barrows.
Yeah, Boros.
And Ellie was there?
He showed
Yeah.
up first.
Alrighty.
So,
I think that's all I need from you guys. You guys got any more questions for me?
no,
Now, just,
Well, you might want to discuss with Dave about getting a restraining order through the courts, just not only for you, but just city workers in general. Because that way, if something happens, like they were all saying, we can actually put them in jail for violation of the court order.
right,
The harassment complaint is basically a complaint he has to appear in court on.
right.
Either way is fine, but it's
Right.
whatever you guys decide to do.
well, that's not only protect us, but we need to protect the
Anybody else?
utility clerks, the water department, who knows who could be.
It would be an umbrella type restraining order.
Yeah.
If you work for the city of Waldenburg, and they're located here or on the street, well, it can't include us, we're
Oh,
not,
okay.
because we can't have our feelings hurt, according to the courts. all
No,
right?
it's not feelings, it's,
Right.
yeah, I get it.
So, the bottom line is, any city worker in this building, or crews on a site, be key thing there, right?
Yeah, and I know.
Now, that doesn't include if you're working down here and he's on his bicycle over here going, no.
Right,
He
right,
has to
We
come
can
up and
take-
confront, you would have to come up and confront you or
Right.
whatever.
like he did.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can take that, we can deal with that, we've dealt with it before, but when they come up, physically come up to you
Well,
with a
that's
camera.
what the restraining orders are for.
Yeah.
It keeps you from accomplishing the work the city is paying you for.
Right.
They don't want you dicking with knucklehead. They want you doing whatever it is you're
Right,
doing.
right,
You know,
exactly.
I get it.
Right.
But that's gonna be, if you want the biggest bite for the bark type thing, if the city's agreeable with doing that,
Right.
which I don't see why they wouldn't, and Dave's the one could be your voice for that.
Did you guys feel like you were in danger, especially for you? And I'm not calling you old, but because of your
Oh,
age.
I get you.
Um.
Did I feel not with him at my side?
Okay.
I see his wife, she's a smaller woman, of course, you know, what they may
Mm-hmm.
pull out, but she's got her hand there. Kevin, he's dealing with him. You know, he could take care of Kevin. You know, so I was in danger because of him. Now, if I had been there by myself, and he would have done that. Or who knows, next time, he may be there by himself, but Kevin might come up with somebody else.
Yeah, that's why we need to get it done. So when Harriman gets here, you can speak to him about it, see if he'd be willing to do the
But
restraining
no,
order.
I didn't feel in danger because of him. I didn't get involved because he had the situation. I felt he had the situation.
You
to
guys
take care
seem
of,
to
so I
handle it
was-
well.
And
It's
it-
frustrating, but
Right,
we're up to the point, which is no offense to anybody,
right.
right? We're going in circles. We're frustrated.
Alrighty. This concludes my interview, and I will be turning my camera off.
Then you get to.
To Polly, can I get a case number for this?
Well, we'll make a point of driving by you guys if you're up on 7th.
And see, and I'll tell you, honestly, with this guy
Copy, thank you.
over this spot thing. I mean, he got a series of sessions about this thing. And it's every chance, every time he does something, like it's